Good morning, guys. What's up? Daniel Porterfield here, coming to you. It's about 6 a.m. Look, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, looking to make a change in your career or your life in the coming days, weeks for this 2016, listen up for me, okay? Like this video and share it when we're done. I want to talk for a moment just about habits. So I decided to change some of my habits this coming year in 2016. And I wanted to go over what a few of those were and how they compare to other people in the world, the known world, that are successful in life, right? Some people that you've probably heard of, like Mark Cuban, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Some people that have reached their goals, for better or worse. In our opinion, they've reached their goals and are seemingly successful. So a couple of those I want to start with are reading, okay? So I decided as one of my goals this year was to read. I want to read 50 books this year. It's a very admirable goal, I know. It's high, but I believe in setting a high goal and having to stretch yourself. John Maxwell says a rubber band that's not being stretched is not worth anything, so you have to stretch yourself. So I want to stretch myself to read. Bill Gates, Mark Cuban, Warren Buffett, they all spend 1 to 3 hours a day reading. Well, they become successful. They're all billionaires, right? Billionaires, multi-billionaires on top of that. So why do they need to read? Because they still want to learn from other people who have gone before them and have failed and succeeded, so that they can learn without having to make the same mistakes twice, right? So let's say I don't reach my goal of 50 books. Let's say I only reach 20 or 30. Did I read more than last year? Yes. So set the high goal, 50 books. The second is waking up early. I'm an early morning person anyway. I'm not really a nighttime person. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock comes at night. I'm pretty much done. My mind is fried, and I'm done for the day. But I've changed the way I've thought about things. So it's 6:17 right now. This morning, and I'm working on hour number 2 so far for my day. So I got up at 4:15 this morning. I went to bed at about 10 o'clock last night, and I feel great. I got up, I got out of bed, I drank a bottle of water, downed a bottle of water really quick, and did some exercises. I'm getting ahead of myself with one of my habits. Anyway, I'm working on hour number 2, and it feels good at the end of the day as an entrepreneur or a salesperson or a business development person or a person who wants to make a change in their life. It feels good at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon to know that you've actually put in a hard 12 or 13 hours already, when most people are just working on number 7 or 8. So it makes you a lot more productive in your day, right? So get up early, stop procrastinating, and just do it, right? How can I do that? Get a crazy alarm clock. There's a website called Clocky Alarm, right? You can buy these crazy alarm clocks. You can even get them on wheels, right? They go off, the bells, whistles, they roll around on the floor. That might be a little bit much. I use my phone as my alarm clock now. I was against that for a while, but I do that now. But I turn off the snooze button, right? Don't hit the snooze button, because not only does it make you feel worse to get another 5 or 10 minutes or 9 minutes of sleep, you actually form another bad habit. You're starting your day out with a bad habit just by hitting the snooze button. And so I was listening to a speech by Grant Cardone who said, just don't hit the snooze button. Turn the alarm clock off when it goes off, and get your butt out of bed and get to work. So don't hit the snooze button. Avoid the little blue lights, the little vampire lights in your room at night from lights or electronic devices, whatever they are. Those blue lights will mess with your mind, and you will not sleep as good at night. Even though you think you are, you're not. So get rid of those blue lights. And number 3 is get off the couch and exercise, right? So don't watch too much TV. Catch the news feed on Twitter or your Apple News feed, new Apple News feed app, and learn the news for the day early in the morning, and get moving, and get off the couch and do some exercises. So whether that's work out of the gym, or whether that's work out on your treadmill at home, or whether that's doing 10 jumping jacks and push-ups in your living room floor. I have 3 kids, so when they get up, it's about 6:20. I'm about to get them up out of bed and get them ready for school and fix breakfast. And there's a lot to do in the morning, so I don't have time. I don't leave. I don't go to the gym. I exercise just here in the house, and I do what I can to get moving and get the blood flowing. Now, number 4, I just got 5 things. I'm almost done. Stay with me. Number 4 is quiet your brain. What does that mean? Pray or meditate daily, right? Get quiet. Just calm yourself. Get to a place where you're alone and you can quiet your mind and your spirit. Arnold Schwarzenegger said in his book that he never would have reached his goal of becoming Mr. Universe and reaching his body workout goal and his second goal of becoming an American movie actor if he had not done this. This was a step he took in his life in the 1970s that he was exposed to and started doing praying and meditating for a while every single day to quiet his mind and get rid of distractions. And so that takes me to number 5, minimize distractions. What is that? Social media, email, TV, wasteful things. When you're riding down the road, like me, I do a lot of driving. My job as a salesperson with Alan Kelly, by the way, is to I do a lot of driving, right, from customer, from my home to the office to customer sites to visit with people and develop and build meaningful relationships. I do a lot of driving, so I don't waste my time, although I used to. This is a habit I had to change. I don't waste my time now listening to meaningless radio broadcasts or hours on end of thought-provoking media that just fills my mind with negativity anyway. So I get a podcast, I listen to something educational, and I learn. And I'm encouraged, right? I do that ahead of time. I schedule myself so that I can do that ahead of time. I don't spend much time on social media anymore. When I wake up in the morning, I spend a few minutes checking social media, Twitter and Facebook. I schedule a lot of posts and inspirational quotes daily so that I don't have to spend much time during the day doing that. Email's still a distraction for me. I can send and receive anywhere from 30, 40, 50 emails very easily in a day. And if you spend 5 or 10 minutes each, that's a lot of time. So I recommend, and most of the successful people gone before me would recommend just checking your email early in the morning or maybe at lunchtime, and then once in the evening after you get home, and responding that way, because email is it's not text messaging. So to each his own. Everybody's going to do that differently. So that's how I do it, and that's how I minimize distraction. And this is a chain and habits that I have worked on. And look, let's face it, it doesn't take you, forget the 21-day rule, right? How long does it take to form a habit? 21 days. Some will say 256 days. Some will say 7 days. How long does it take? I don't know about you. I used to be a smoker. It didn't take me but 1 day to form that bad habit. And guess what? It didn't take me but 1 day to break it. One day I woke up and decided, you know what, I'm not going to be a smoker anymore. It didn't take me 21 days or 256 days to stop smoking. I quit, I put the cigarette down, and I didn't smoke anymore. When I decided to get up at 4:15 every morning, it didn't take me 21 days to form that habit, although to continue doing it every single day, you don't want to break the chain. You don't want to break the good habit. So forget about the 21-day rule and just make the decision, the mindset. The difference between successful and unsuccessful people is right here. It's between their 2 ears. Zig Ziglar said that the difference is right there. Success is only 6 inches away. 6 inches between your 2 ears, right? It's in your mind. It's what you think. So think and form good habits today, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. If this was a benefit to you, helped you in any way, encouragement, please like and share this video. And I hope you have a great and productive day.